Welcome to the incredible story of Manza Musa, a ruler so wealthy that his fortune could rival the combined wealth of today's billionaires. Manza Musa was the ruler of the Mali Empire in West Africa during the 14th century, and his legacy has stood the test of time, not just because of his wealth, but also his contributions to culture, education, and architecture. Musa-Richest, i.e., better known as Mansa Musa, became the 10th Mansa, or king, of the Mali Empire in 1312. At the time, the Mali Empire was one of the largest and wealthiest empires in Africa, controlling vital trade routes across the Sahara. But Mansa Musa's rule would take the empire's wealth and influence to unprecedented heights. Under Mansa Musa's reign, the empire expanded, incorporating key territories like Timbuktu and Gao. These cities were not only strategic trade hubs, but also centers of learning and culture. So what made Mansa Musa's empire so incredibly wealthy? Gold. Gold wasn't the only treasure in Mansa Musa's empire. Salt, another highly valuable resource in those days, was traded alongside gold. Caravans, loaded with these precious goods, traveled across the Sahara, connecting West Africa with North Africa, Europe, and the Middle East. But Mansa Musa wasn't just known for his wealth. His most famous achievement was his legendary pilgrimage to Mecca, known as the Hajj, in 1324. This was no ordinary journey. Mansa Musa traveled with a caravan that stretched as far as the eye could see. It's said that his caravan included over 60,000 men, 12,000 slaves, and 80 camels, each carrying hundreds of pounds of gold. Imagine this. Mansa Musa was so generous with his wealth that he handed out gold along the way to the poor, to traders, and to the cities he passed through, from Cairo to Medina. He even built mosques and funded schools along his route. In fact, Musa distributed so much gold in Cairo that he reportedly caused inflation, disrupting the economy for years. But Musa wasn't just a man of wealth. He was a visionary leader who invested in his empire's future. One of his greatest legacies was the transformation of Timbuktu into one of the most important centers of learning and culture in the Islamic world. He established universities and libraries that attracted scholars from across Africa and the Middle East, making Timbuktu a beacon of knowledge. The University of Sankore, founded during Mansa Musa's reign, became a renowned center for Islamic studies. Scholars from far and wide came to study here, learning not just about religion, but also science, mathematics, astronomy, and law. Mansa Musa's support for education helped preserve and expand knowledge across Africa and beyond. Mansa Musa ruled for 25 years, and during that time, the Mali Empire flourished under his guidance. His legacy wasn't just in gold or wealth, but in the intellectual and cultural advancements he nurtured. By the time of his death, in 1337, Mansa Musa had established himself not only as the richest man in history, but also as one of the most influential African leaders ever. Though centuries have passed since Mansa Musa's time, his legacy continues to inspire. His pilgrimage, his commitment to education, and his ability to use wealth to benefit his people show us that true greatness isn't just measured in riches, but in the lasting impact you leave behind.